Today's a
Thank you,
today,
Margaret.
today's a palindrome day. 6, 26, 26, backwards, forwards.
Oh,
You're right.
okay.
So today's lesson is an homage to Susan Schessler, who unfortunately is at a doctor's appointment, but
Oh,
she had asked for a color or a class on color, particularly color palettes. So I'm going to attempt to do it in a very simplistic way to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed. At least that's the plan. So we're not starting off with a tile, and I'm not going to teach you any new tangles. What I'm going to try and do is to, as I said, simplify the way that you select your colors. So I know you will tell me if my camera is not in focus. I'm going to start to share my screen. Oops. No. No. What is cancel? Did I? Okay. Let me try again. Oh, Peggy, this is new. Google Chrome.app bundle would like to record this computer screen and audio.
Just say no.
I've been trying. It keeps coming back. It wants me to open my system settings before I can share. Wow. Really? Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to open the system settings to, I don't know.
You know what? Excuse me, but when I tried to get back in to join the meeting, I had so much trouble with Zoom between Zoom. Crazy things kept coming up on my screen, like Zoom Launcher, Zoom Workplace, regular Zoom. And now, even though my screen is so messed up with what is showing, let me just leave. Maybe it's my computer that's messing everything up.
No, this is totally new. It's not letting me get into my system either. Oh, really?
Not good.
Do I need this?
yes on it.
It won't let me share my screen.
Uh-uh.
It what it won't.
Okay, when I go to share,
Right.
it says Google Chrome.app.bundle would like to record this computer screen and audio. Grant access. Okay.
No, you don't, but you don't want to grant access, right?
I understand you're asking me what does it show? I have two choices, open system settings or deny. When I click on deny, it keeps coming right back up. So I have to go to open system settings.
I would go ahead, whatever you think.
No, nothing happens. It doesn't
So
take me to open settings. So, and if I cancel, I'm back to the same open settings or deny.
So if you go to and double check your video settings in terms of where it's set, you know, in that where you can do the up arrow when you check video settings next to the camera.
Okay, yep.
And if you go to video and effect settings, just double check the camera.
Okay. Mirror, receiving video.
Are you on the right camera?
Yes, I'm on my Mac. Oh, wait. Well, first I have to share the screen and then switch to the dock camera.
Yeah, I'm not right. You don't want the dock camera here.
Right. Wow, this is.
I don't know. Is it coming from, did you say Google wants you to do this?
Google Chrome.app.
Okay,
Dot
so what's open in Chrome?
My browser.
Do you have anything you need in Chrome for the
I was
class?
gonna share. No, I was just gonna share the screen and the dot camera.
Then I would close Chrome
Okay, let
and
me.
see if it makes a difference.
So if I lose you guys, because that's how I get to Zoom is through Chrome.
Yes, but you're already here, so it shouldn't make any difference. You should be able to close Chrome and to close Zoom and still be able to stay with us.
Okay.
Close the Zoom window you use to log in, is what I mean.
So I'm doing Chrome file, close window.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. Keep saying, let's get together and no, now you're back in twice. How, Nani?
Yes.
You're still logged in the first instance.
Okay. So wait.
I see her pants.
Yeah, I know. She's just logged in twice, that's all. Can you log out of the other one?
Did I not?
No, you're still there, but it doesn't, if we get feedback, you'll need to log out of it. If it isn't, then maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Am I logged in?
Twice.
And why is?
Are
Okay, can you log me out of one of them?
I can try. I think. Okay.
Let's see what happens. Now it's letting me share. Oh, why is that? But I want that one. Sorry, talking.
That's all right.
It's a big view now,
Mm-hmm.
out of focus.
Not to worry,
Okay.
she says,
Mhm.
confident. Oh, real. You know, there are gremlins here today because
Google gremlins.
minutes ago. Oh, okay, let's see. All right, this is just to show you we're doing, when we get to doing it, the class, we're just doing your standard tools, your Micron, your graphite, the white, either chalk, white color, or a pen, and an eraser, okay? Let's see if this works. Yes!
Yes.
It's in focus. So can you all see this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So today's lesson, we're creating depth using color without losing the tangle. So here's our structure. Basically, we use the black and that creates our structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we use the graphite to create some shadows, followed by looking at where we could highlight, create some light. But today's lesson is on color because it creates the emotion. But we are going to stick to a 3-color rule for this lesson. Okay? Stop me along the, anytime you have questions, please stop me. So the way we're going to look at colors, we're going to look at them as a main color. A neighbor color, and a spark. Maybe I just can't Yeah, okay. So main, neighbor, and spark, those are going to be your three colors. What do I mean by that? So if you were thinking about an ocean-like theme, your main color would be blue, your neighbor color would be green, and a spark color could be violet. If you were trying to do a garden, your main color would be green, the neighboring color would be yellow, and the spark color would be pink. If you're looking to do more of a sunset, try that.
We can still read it even though it's out of focus.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So you start off with an orange, then go to a red, and use purple as the spark. Ah, better. Okay, so this is the ocean where I use blue and green and a little bit of the purple, but I leave some white, which is the paper. And then this is the garden where I do the green, the yellow, and the pink, and I overlap them to create depth, but I still leave the white because it's the paper. Now on this one, I did not choose a really good tangle to illustrate because the lines are too thin. But the reason why I left this is because when most often our tangles are pretty tight or pretty close in, right? And so
Nani, try
yeah.
to put your hand on the side of the picture, your full hand, the other side.
my right hand,
Yes,
the hand that I work with.
just for a moment.
Okay.
No, not permanently. Sometimes it will
I know.
focus
I know.
close enough.
Right. Okay. All right. So typically this tangle is what we work with. So we almost never have any.
Hi, Louise.
Wait, what did I? Oh, Janet. Okay. So we almost never have white showing or the paper showing, right? Because our lines are too close. And that's what we're going to try and protect in today's lesson. So note I left white or the paper. And the same thing with the waves here. Okay. But before we get into the specific colors, I want to talk about value, which is why I had Mimi show us again her black and white, because value, all right, let me try
Oh, good.
the heck of it. Let's just try that. Okay, so value, when everything is the same, like this pink, blue, and yellow, it's flat. There's nothing that can stand out. But if they're different in value, and value is like intensity, then there's depth when you combine them together. And then when we also use colored pencils, yes, Peggy, I'm being stubborn. Apparently it doesn't.
No, you're not being stubborn. We're just trying anything we can. And I was just, the issue is it's what it's focusing or not focusing on. And for some reason, it's your hands, which are quite clear, which is
Yeah.
kind of astonishing, but not what is on the tile, which is,
When your paper was closer, when you were lifting it up, it was very clear, and the further away it
for a
got,
minute,
There
it
we
will
go.
be.
Yes. Oh, see, that's
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah,
Well-
for a minute, but you can't. Just try to bring it down a bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
ding, ding, ding.
So
perfect.
color shading is just like using your graphite. You use the same pencil color to get more dimension.
Okay.
So the base is the dark color. So in this case, I used green, same color, same pencil, in which I created the darker and then more medium in between, and then slightly more lighter, a lighter pressure. But the key thing is leaving that baby white. Whatever that color paper happens to be, you have to have some of it showing. Now I gave some other examples, like that side not shaded with color, this side is. I also went over the spine with graphite to darken it a little bit. But see how I left some white, or the paper, if you will. And then same thing with the flux. Too often our fluxes are so together that we don't get an opportunity to expose the paper. We lose that value, if you will, because without it, it's flat. And I'll show you examples. So until I started looking into this, I wasn't conscious of all of this. Okay, let's look at, okay. So what's wrong with this?
You tell me.
Looks pretty good to me.
Looks fine to me.
I don't have enough of the paper color coming through on the petals.
Oh,
So it looked fine to you guys, but if I had had more of the paper coming through, you would have had more depth. The shading is not bad. In the center, I'm darker, and then on the outer edges, I'm not as dark. So that's a good thing. But this is an example of how we think we're done, and oh, it looks pretty good, but could have been better. This is also an example of not using too many colors. This one has almost the same issue, but there's more of the paper coming through.
oh, okay.
It pops better. I'm not saying you have to have the paper color coming through, but do not discount the value of that paper, whether it's white, tan, black, or gray. This one is an example of what? Too many colors.
Oh, okay.
It's fighting, it's competing. Now, did I know that at the time? No, I was trying to make this differentiate this from everything else. But I need to find a different way to do that. So I don't want to belabor the point. I just want to show that in the past, I was never conscious of those things, but I am now. This one, better,
Yeah.
Yep.
but,
Like that.
but look at, oops, oh, here, okay. So more of the paper comes through, right? And even on the orbs here. So it pops better. Now, I'm going to try and do, for today's lesson, I'm going to draw along with you guys. I'm going to try and do this again, similarly, but with 3 colors. Okay. Questions before I continue to move on?
How do you get, I understand the main color and the neighbor color, because green is part of blue and yellow's part of green. But how do you get that spark color, like the violet, the pink, and the purple?
I don't have a good answer for you, Mimi, and that's because, you know, your composition. Oh, actually, I do have a good answer for you. You try your colors out,
Oh,
right?
uh-huh.
Because you really don't know. I mean, the obvious, like, as you said, the blue and the green, or the green and the yellow, or the orange and the red, those are obvious. When it comes to your spark, it depends on how close your lines are in your drawing, or the emotion, if you will, that you're trying to evoke. But the spark is the highlight, but in color, or it accents the white.
Actually, green and pink are complementary, and orange and purple, but blue and violet,
Related.
well, yeah, related. Yeah, I see.
You would, because you're the artist. So I hope Mimi's comments were helpful. Let me see, where am I? Okay, before we get started though, I wanted to go over the color pencils that we typically use. From what I recall, the last time I first introduced color using colored pencils, most of you had Prismacolor, some of you had Inktense, and a few of you had the pastel Carbothellos. And Peggy and I have all three, and then some. Okay, Prismacolors. They're great for layering. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, well, never mind.
Okay. So Prismacolor is great for layering, blending, and shading. You always start off with a light pressure to build your layers, and you want to avoid pressing too hard. Now, recall, we typically work on paper that has a tooth. As soon as you flatten that tooth, it can no longer accept any more color. So that's why you start off light and build layer after layer after layer, rather than pressing too hard, which you can do to get your dark value, but then you have nowhere else to go. That's Prismacolor. Inktense is great for accents, particularly on tiny areas, because they are so intense. Like in the beginning of where your lines all come together, that would be a tiny area where you could use Inktense. You would always use it first in the dry form, because you want to make sure you like the placement of the color before you add your water. Now, lots of people start off with the color and draw the color out with the water brush. There are times when it is to your advantage to start with the clear water and go into the color so that you don't draw that color out too far. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And the pastel Carbothellos, great for a little bit of a glow and soft backgrounds. So they really, really shine when you do them on colored tiles. Your tan, your gray, your black especially. But for details, you want to have really sharp points for them because it's a soft core and it'll break on you. Okay? So, Mimi, this is how I'm getting around. How do you choose? I'm giving you 3 recipes today. Let me see if I can. All right. One is calm and organic. It'd be great for botanicals. An olive, a teal, and a cream. I'm going to leave this up so you can take a picture. But let me get through each of them first.
Okay, good.
One that is more peaceful, because that's typically what blue ends up doing. This color palette would be best for geometrics, hollow ball, and ribbons. So we start off with an indigo, a blue, and a lavender. You note that I also have here a silver or a white, depending on which you think will work out well. And then a warm glow. It's great for round forms, particularly like gems. And then as we use them in the mandalas as well. So this would be a burgundy, a terracotta orange. This is really not a deep enough orange, but I couldn't find another one. And then a gold or a yellow. So too many colors, they all shout the same. 3 thoughtful colors, it's like music. So imagine if I tried to use, all those colors in one tile. I mean, I don't think any of us would have used that many colors, but they all shout for attention. Whereas 3 thoughtfully selected colors make your tile pop. So this is going to be hard for me because I'm going to have to limit myself to 3 colors. Are you all with me here?
Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Can I take this one down?
Not yet. Isn't having a problem. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So the assignment today in the next hour or less, I want you to pick the biggest tile you have, or if you're working on scratch in your sketchbook, give yourself room. And remember, I'm trying to get you to see the difference between letting that paper color come through. So if you start too small on a tile, like a 3.5 by 3.5, you will not have this ability. That doesn't, so learn the lesson on a bigger tile, apply it on a smaller tile. I'm not saying this cannot be used on a smaller tile. I'm just trying to get you to see the difference on a much bigger tile. So if you've got a 5 by 5 or a mandala or a larger sketchbook, that's what you want to start off with. Use one flowing ribbon. That's a hollow ball, so it is going to go behind or on top of. Choose however many tangles you want. I would strongly suggest you minimize the number of tangles because you want to not pay attention so much to the ribbon and the tangles as you do to how you color your tangles. And then try to pick a focal area for your composition. So not every color is laid on every piece. Like, that didn't make sense. Hold on. For example, I tried to make the same color for the same tangle. That's how I was differentiating on this one. You don't have to do that. You can intermix the colors. You can color on top of it. You can draw them out. They don't have to be discrete like that example. Your objective is to have, of your tile, 70, 20, and 10. So 70% is neutral. It's your paper plus your main color. 20% using a neighbor color. And I'm going to put up those color recipes again. And limit your sparkle to 10%. It can be 8%. It can be 22% or 18%. That's not the issue. The issue is to spread out. Try to use your main color and the paper before you color too much with your neighbor color. And then leave some for the sparkle. And they can overlap. So I need to get you your color recipes. Is that clear what I'm asking you to do? A ribbon tangle comes in or out. Banana braid, I'm using banana braid because I just really like that one. And your choice of tangles. Choose 3 colors. And of those 3 colors, your main color is going to be 70% of what you color. Not everything's going to get colored, okay? That's why I'm putting paper and the main color. And then 20% your neighboring color, and then 10% sparkle. Can you see that?
Can you put the other one back for 1 minute? Because I think I lost the top of it.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay. One flowing hollow ball ribbon.
So the ribbon, just one ribbon, it's going to be hollow bawed because it's going to go across your tile. So it's either going to go over or under the additional tangles that you choose.
Okay.
That gives you the opportunity to create depth over and under.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Okay. And you're going to use one of these color recipes. So you want to get your color pencils and begin to select the pencils. You're welcome to try any other 3 colors that speak to you. And I'm not so convinced that you have to have the same family color, although it would be more harmonious. I think the main thing is you don't go crazy with 5 colors, and that if you use whatever 3 colors you use, you have different values. That is more important than whether it's in the same family color. Because without the differing values, they kind of get lost. Questions? Okay. I'm going to use my time to draw my tangle before I start to color. Did you notice, maybe, here. So guys, could you look up for a moment? This is the current or older tan colored tile.
Oh,
This is the new colored tan tile. This one didn't give you as much contrast as this one. So this is the one I'm going to use today. You can use a black tile too, guys. If you're using Carpathellos, that would be awesome. Peggy, anything to add before they start? select your colors and
No, ma'am.
do your tangles. I'll start with my border. Remember to turn your tiles, loose grip on their pen. And layer, layer, layer.
What is that second one you're doing?
Aura or aura.
That's what I thought.
It's
OA.
Aura.
Yeah. Got a lot of vowels in it, only one
Yeah.
consonant.
So it's the word aura with an O in front of
Oh,
it.
in front. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, I've got my composition done. I've only done 3 tangles. I've done the banana braid, the mukas, and the aura. Now I got to decide which color palette I want to use. I always have my pencil sharpener here, by the way. Everyone doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, then.
If you haven't started coloring, you want to start doing that now, regardless if you haven't completed your tangle.
And Ani,
Yes.
you've used two colors so far, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mary, I'm trying to learn to do this differently. So if this is a work in progress. And because I was darker on here, I'm trying to be lighter on here. I'm also not coloring, I'm just laying some color down to see how this composition is going to balance itself. So that's why I'm being real quick about just putting the neighbor color, if you will. My tendency was to go for the lavender for my color palette, because then that would differentiate the banana braid, but that's not the assignment. An update on Hillary. Her husband has pancreatic cancer,
Oh, no.
and so she has not yet resumed her Tai Chi classes. Interesting.
Anani,
Yes.
I was wondering about doing something as simple as a black and white tile with tangles, and where you would normally use graphite to shade, using a colored pencil instead. Is that a crazy idea?
No, I happened to pick a colored tile. You could have done the black and white and then used the color to shade. Did I,
Okay.
did I understand
Okay.
your question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the good old black and white. Make use of your white paper though, just as I'm trying to make use of the tan. I'm a little kerflummox, as Peggy would say, because the lavender is really bright on this. And I want to tone it down somehow, so I have to figure out how to do that. Well, I think I just did. It looks different on the screen than on my tile. But this is how I'm creating a different, I'm still using my 3 colors, but creating some difference. To me, it was too garish, so I have to tone it down. Much better. We're gonna stop in another 4 minutes. you know how I always tell you to reclaim your lines? Don't forget to do that. You may not get that far today, but don't forget to reclaim your original line work.
Right.
Because as you color, it gets,
It disappears.
yeah. I'm doing it now just so you can see. But normally I would just wait till the end. Okay. So if you will just look up a bit, and then I'll stop sharing my screen. So I don't know about you, but this was a hard lesson.
Yes.
But I'm gonna keep trying to work within 3 colors, because if you can do it within 3 colors, if you add a 4th, it's not a biggie. Okay, so I chose the indigo, blue, and lavender. These were my 3 colors. My main was the indigo, the blue was the neighbor, and the lavender was the sparkle. But that lavender was a tad bit too garish for me, not quite the right value. So on my tile, it looks so much better than what it looks like on the screen. It's very harsh on the screen. But I gave a hint of color, and I'm gonna have to go back in and smush it a little bit because it's not quite right. And just, yeah. So I've got a tortillon that I'm helping to smush it in a little bit. But again, I don't want to lose my, the color of the paper. All right. Then I did the main color, which was the indigo. I tried to do it more, and I kind of like the fact that it brings it all together better. And then I didn't forget to do highlights, both on the petals and on the orbs. So let me stop. Any questions before I stop? So to finish this, I'm gonna keep working on it, use my tortillon, try not to lose the paper value in the process. Okay? So stop share. Okay, and as you show your tiles, could you tell me one thing you would do differently going forward? Wait, this didn't stop, or it did?
Yeah, it's fine.
It
Okay.
did.
Okay,
I just don't, it didn't stop on yours because you're not on Zoom, you're on your IPEVO camera.
I'm not on Zoom?
Let me say it different. You're not displaying your face in your square. You're displaying your IPEVO camera.
I see that now, yes.
Who wants to show? Wow, how naughty. Okay, Margaret.
Okay.
Higher?
Hang on, I haven't got her spotlighted yet.
There we go.
There we go.
Looks great.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
pretty.
nice.
Differently, I would not put this in the middle. I would do something else.
You did that very well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job.
Sure.
But you like what you saw, right? You like what you
Yeah,
did.
I do,
There you
except for what I put in the the second ribbon going down the aura.
Mimi, do you want to share?
Okay.
I'm just going in the order on my screen.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. Huh,
And on the
Love it.
plaque, yep.
That looks great.
Yep.
I love
That's
that.
amazing.
And just with 3 colors.
Uh-huh. Stunning.
But I think I wouldn't put as much. You said to leave more. I get carried away.
But it's
Mimi?
so pretty.
Amy, that is your style though.
It's
Don't
just
ever change
happy.
that.
Yep.
It's happy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, Janet, do you want to show?
Well, I'm working
Or
on
not?
I'm working on scrap paper. So here's what
Oh,
I've done. So
Oh, how
yeah,
pretty.
I love that.
That's
That
very,
looks great.
Oh, it moves.
Wow. It does.
very tangled.
Really does.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Marie, do you want to share, honey?
No,
Oh.
Mary, Veronica.
not so much.
Okay, don't have to. Susan
Well,
Michelson.
I'll share, but
Okay. Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
I love that.
Nice.
Good.
Yes.
You did the
Susan.
ink tints.
Very nice.
Yes.
no, I'm using the prism,
Oh,
Oh, it's really
Pencils.
vibrant.
wow.
but I would use softer colors the next time around.
Yeah,
Oh, I like it.
Like
Thank you.
that very
Right.
much.
Cool.
nice.
Joanne. You don't, darling, you muted.
there we go.
Oh,
I used the
Wow.
tile
Nice.
I
Very
had
lovely.
Nice.
done
love
from
that.
another lesson, and
Oh, that's great.
I had shaded it already, so I was shading
Oh, but
over.
But look how
shading.
subtle that
it
coloring brings
really
it alive.
is.
Very nice. It's very nice.
I had a hard time introducing the teal into even this, I forget what the name of it is even.
Hug.
Puppy
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, this one on the outside.
Yeah, it's puppy love, isn't it?
I
Bus-
thought
Oh, no, that's different. You're
this
right.
was
That's puppy.
Yeah, that's puppy
That's
love.
puppy
I
love.
don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Or puppy
yeah,
hugs or whatever.
and the cream on the white doesn't well,
Gets lost.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think I would probably go back with white chalk for my highlights, but
That would work.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
Once you have some color laid down, the highlights will show up.
yeah. Took a long time to find the colors. I'm not as organized as I thought I was.
None of us is.
Anyway,
I like it.
Mike and Myra, or Mike,
Yeah,
Myra's probably gone, right?
Yeah, Myra's gone. She didn't get very far. So I don't know. I chose the sunset colors, orange, red, and purple, and I had these. These were orange, red, and purple. So
sure.
I used
Right.
this. So anyway, I came up with this. I don't know.
Oh,
It was.
Very nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
neat.
No, it isn't as
It's
subtle.
cool.
Wow.
And after last week's class, I did some PHI, PHI.
Yeah.
Right, right.
I did that.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Oh, love that.
Cool.
All right.
Last week was fun too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
last
You
week.
put the two together. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Anne Marie.
You know what? I didn't really get much to the coloring today, so mine's, I don't know. I don't know about
Well,
this
you
one.
don't have to share. It's up to, okay, I
I'll
got
show
you.
you what I would not do again.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh,
I like that.
hold on.
That's
Hold
nice.
on.
Yeah.
Why, what's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I just do not like, I'm just not a color person. I know, I
I
like,
remember you saying that.
yeah, I'm just not. I like the black and the white, and then as soon as I start to do the color, I'm like, oh, I don't like it as much.
It's
Then
not
I
you.
try to do something else, and then I like it less.
That's great line work you've got going there.
It really is.
yeah,
Thank you.
But I get that black and white just speaks to you. So just keep black and white.
Yeah, I probably will.
But that's pretty good for today's lesson.
Well, thank you.
Mary, how do you want to show or not?
If I'd like to show something different,
That's
Sure.
fine.
I don't think I made my question clear, Hanani, and this is kind of what I was talking about.
Oh my goodness, it's nice.
Oh, that's not neat.
It's nice.
I
See how,
love that.
so you added some color. See how subtle the color is?
Yes.
And it just brings it forward.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
what you've done on it goes with what you said on the card.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Very true.
So that's what I meant when I said just use like one color to kind of highlight everything.
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Bill, like in your flux, the
Mhm.
collection of fluxes, you did a little bit darker, so you gave it a little bit of depth. You didn't just use one color.
Okay. I
So
used
that
one
was-
color, darkened it. That's
Yeah.
the intensity, right?
Right. So it's the same pencil color, but heavy on the darker areas, medium on the lighter areas to give some shape, and then real subtle on the other, which is what you did.
Okay. It's not done yet, but that's kind of, I wanted
Sure.
to,
I like it.
I
Yeah.
like to keep things simple.
Yes.
Good.
I have a question when everyone's finished.
Go, girl.
Peggy?
Go ahead.
So I went with, along with Mike, I went with Phloxy,
Oh.
and I just
like
used,
that.
That's
um,
nice.
I didn't get very far with color. I
But
used
it's
Yeah, but you're staying with the 3 colored. That looks good.
That's right.
Very
So-
nice, Peggy.
Mhm.
Very
And then
nice.
it's going to be bricks eventually.
I love that.
That's definitely Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I felt like
Like
Mike and
this.
I kind of must have communicated mentally or something. I don't know. Okay, Janet, you had a question?
Yes,
Comment?
I was under the impression that the 3 colors were going to be in each thing. Like you should use the 3 colors in each part, and that it didn't feel right, but I did it. And
So you can always, you pick 3 colors, right?
mhm.
They're complementary to each other because of what you picked. But you can layer over each of them, which is what you did. But you didn't have to use all 3 each and every place. When you do that, you get it very plain, one note.
Right, and that's what's wrong with mine, that it is, each thing has all 3 colors in it, and so it's like, I could have made, I understand now, I guess, that I could have made the leaf slide in one, like, through the blue tones.
Mhm. You can still do that because your coloring wasn't deep.
Right.
You lose the tooth.
You
Yeah.
handled all the colors, even though you use them everywhere. You did it in shades, which made it look fantastic.
Yeah.
But
I was under the same impression, so I'm with
Okay.
you on that. I thought
Did
I
you
had
have
to
to use
use,
all 3 colors in the
in
same-
each thing,
yeah,
in each design.
No,
Okay,
because that's where you get the one note. And
yeah,
you want it to vary.
yeah,
Jan,
okay.
show yours again, please. Jan, would you show yours again?
Well, I see it.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
But it
That's what
has-
I'm saying is I
Clothes.
think the shading, it
Yeah,
took care of any concern about using it everywhere.
yeah,
And it flows.
yeah. On
Very
the,
well.
you, if
think
you
it's
want something
beautiful.
to pop, you can do your flowers, but it's kind of nice just the way it is.
It
Yeah, I
is.
think it's
Okay,
very
but
pretty.
but going forward, I think I understand it differently now. So anyway,
It's 3
all right.
colors on the tile.
However you want to combine them.
Okay, that's saying it differently to me.
yeah.
Okay, all right,
Sorry.
nope, got it.
Any other questions?
You know, when I was doing the pencils, it smudges so much, the Carbothello.
That's because it's chalk. Remember last week we talked about the differences? And that's when we talked about the fixative. If you
Yeah.
end up using Carbothellos throughout the composition, if you don't want it to smudge, at some point you're going to have to fix it with something.
Yeah.
Or put a tile under your palm as you're coloring, just as a safe, to rest on. So you're not resting on your tile itself with the Carbothello.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
idea.
as you're drawing, for sure. Yeah. Permanently, if you don't want it to fall off, you're
You have to do a fix.
going to need to do something.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody good now? Remember, next week is a week off.
Okay.
Because we didn't know for sure if people would be traveling, have their own gigs, do their own thing. And the next week is me. And when we get together in 2 weeks, some of you may look at videos or try some other things. Bring any color tile you want and a single pen. Whether it's black on white, white on black, I don't care. Brown on tan. I will tell you, Hanani, I had a very different time with these new Renaissance tiles because this color is very different in terms of how it takes pencil.
Definitely, yeah, I found that out today. I mean, So it
Yeah.
will always look different on the screen than it does in person.
Yeah.
But it really showed harsh on the screen.
Anyway, that was an aside, but any color and a pen. Okay?
Okay, yep,
Okey-doke.
got
All
it.
right, all right. And then you don't have to
Thank
worry
you.
about anything for 2 weeks. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Happy 4th.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, friends.
Thank you, folks.
Happy
Thank you.
250th birthday of the country. Yeah.
Was that wine or juice?
What I'm drinking?
Joanne.
Oh,
I just
I
feel
saw her
like the
glass.
250th anniversary is getting lost. And as a reenactor, it's important to me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's getting lost in the insanity.
yes, it is.
I'm sorry about that. That's
Yeah,
Okay.
me
a
too.
sad thing.
Yep.
Okay. Take care, you guys. See you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.